What's good everyone, my name is Chefkoch and today I want to talk about the once promising rap group that could have been huge and remains one of hip-hop's biggest what-if moments, Divine Council. Divine Council was an experimental rap group originating from Richmond, Virginia, made up of Cyrex, Icy Twat, Lord Linko and Silk Money. The idea for Divine Council originally started with Lord Linko in 2013, who then invited Cyrex to join his group after they met at a birthday party. Then Silk Money befriended Cyrex and through that he got invited to join the group as well. The trio was rapping under the name Divine Council from 2014 onwards, with most of the group's production handled by the fourth member, Icy Twat. Honestly, no one had beats like Divine Council at that time. Next to that, their flows were one of a kind and they actually knew how to sing as well, so the group cultivated a unique soundscape that they described as audio pastel due to Icy Twat's ethereal and dreamy instrumentals. In addition, Divine Council's aesthetic was forged in the bowels of the internet, with strong Metro Zoo and Odd Future inspirations. Next to that, they were obsessed with 90s nostalgia imagery and sounds as well as the early video game culture. Just like Metro Zoo, Divine Council used a DIY approach to distribute all of their music on the internet, and since their sound was not tied to a specific city, they could garner a national cult fanbase quickly. Then in 2015, Divine Council recorded a number of viral singles like Cant Afford Me, DBSB and P. Sherman, which would earn them popular notoriety and even a credit in the Thrasher video edit. And then in May 2016, the P. Sherman single even peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Spotify Viral 50 chart, so Divine Council was really getting on everyone's radar. Other than that, the group was co-signed by Erykah Badu and Andre 3000. He heard them live in New York in late 2015 and became a fan of Divine Council, so he decided to jump on the remix for December. So yeah, Divine Council managed to bring Andre out of his hiatus with just one song. Therefore, the collective clearly had insane potential to go places. And with Andre 3000's endorsement, Divine Council later signed with Epic Records, which belongs to Sony Music, so they had a major label contract and were backed up by the industry. All that with just a couple of singles. But Divine Council's music definitely fit the zeitgeist of the mid-2010s. Their songs were upbeat, fun and mellow. Next to that, Divine Council fit perfectly into the internet rap scene that was pioneered by Lil B and Odd Future. Being weird and alternative was cool again in hip-hop, and the genre was exploding on the internet with huge demand for experimental artists, so this for sure helped to blow up Divine Council even more. Next to that, every Divine Council member got their own Worldstar hip-hop music video, back when that meant something, and the collective released their debut EP Council World in July 2016, which was greatly appreciated. In addition, Divine Council even played at Rolling Loud in 2016, and with their cult fanbase as well as Andre as their mentor, everything was looking promising for them. So what happened? Well, after releasing their debut album DBSB in April 2017, the group started suffering from internal conflicts and was not able to resolve them. Because in September 2017, Icy Twat stated that he was no longer a member of Divine Council, but he gave no specific reason to the public, so his departure remains a mystery. Still, since Divine Council could not survive without their main producer and hitmaker, the group continued to collapse from here on. The same year, Lord Linko confirmed his own departure as well, stating it had to do with a girl he fell in love with but shouldn't have. Silk Money talked about Linko's departure on the song BAF, stating that he still views him as a brother and their feud does nothing for either party. Cyrex has remained silent on the matter but wished his former groupmates well in their respective careers. Icy Twat and Linko stayed close friends and so did Cyrex and Silk Money, but Divine Council as a group was still disbanded from that moment on, and sometime in 2018, Divine Council was even dropped by Epic Records with several tracks and their debut album all going unreleased, so it was officially over for the collective. Even until today, it's not 100% certain why they had to disband, but the drama around Lord Linko and the girl for sure didn't stabilize the group, yet it's a real pity that something this random led to the group's breakup. Therefore, the Divine Council era was very short-lived and everyone went their separate ways, so now let's talk about where the members are today. Icy Twat is still releasing music consistently, he is rapping on his own beats now and has a quite successful solo career with his own fanbase. He also has a new project with rapper Thotto called Thoughtwhat with viral hits like Shirt, so overall I'd say Icy Twat is doing really well since he was able to polish his soundscape and evolve musically. Therefore, he remains one of the best producers of the SoundCloud era and a talented rapper in the underground. Especially his cloud rap influenced songs on Dior Johns are amazing, but in recent years he tried out the way darker and menacing sound with Memphis influences, and those records are really good as well, so for sure go check out Icy Twat's solo discography. Now let's talk about Cyrax. He also has been focusing on his solo career. He dropped interesting records like the Stay Active EP in 2018 or his recent album Soul Oasis. And in the late 2010s, his songs were quite popular in the underground, but nowadays he's not the most active anymore, and sadly he was not able to capitalize on his original buzz in the industry, so he kinda fell off. Next, Silk Money. He actually had a viral TikTok hit titled My Partner Them in 2019, with which he amassed over 100 million streams on Spotify, so it was looking pretty good for him. He also released 4 albums in total with very experimental soundscapes, and he managed to create an organic fan base for his solo work, but Silk has not been releasing anything on streaming platforms for the last 3 years. He sometimes drops songs on his YouTube, but I guess Silk Money is either taking a break or completely abandoning his solo career. Quick intermission, while I was editing the video I stumbled upon this video from Silk's YouTube channel uploaded 11 months ago. This song was a response to the now deleted diss track Zahas It's a Eater by Icy Twat, and basically last year Silk and Twat were beefing and Icy Twat fired a couple of shots at Silk Money on the song, and Silk responded with his own diss, on which he accused Twat of being a snake and a fake friend. Then he claimed Icy Twat's girlfriend was cheating on him with Cyrax and that Twat was a junkie who scammed his own fans. Silk also said Twat's girlfriend was the only one with the bodies he claimed to be catching for streams. Damn, honestly, Silk really went in on here and he for sure won the beef lyrically. And I really did not expect Silk to come back from his hiatus like that, but yeah, now back to the original script. To be fair, his last album from 2022 is titled I Don't Give a Fuck About This Rap Shit, I'ma Just Drop Until I Don't Feel Like It Anymore. So yeah, he explained his reason for not dropping himself. And last but not least, Lord Linko rebranded himself as Lovey Bone after leaving Divine Council and focused on solo music that you can find on SoundCloud. Unfortunately, he has been in and out of jail since 2017 and he was arrested on murder charges, so it's pretty much over for him. As a conclusion, the four-headed Hydra at Divine Council remains one of hip-hop's biggest what-ifs. At one point they had the rap game in a chokehold, but due to internal issues they disbanded and lost their momentum, and only Icy Twat was able to outgrow the Divine Council era thanks to his amazing records, consistency and co-signs by ASAP Mob amongst others. Still, no rap group has been able to reproduce that Divine Council spirit ever since, and despite their brief tenure, the collective left a lasting impression on the hip-hop landscape, influencing a new wave of artists with their experimental approach, and who knows, maybe one day we will get a Divine Council revival. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, leave a like if you enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can hit 2000 subscribers before the end of the year. Cheers!